Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Louise Huber begins now.
Tasmania's newest batch of doctors have received their graduation parchments at a special ceremony in Hobart today. It's a big boost to the state's health sector, with many set to remain here in Tasmania.
Following in the footsteps of their parents, Charles and Edward, now the health sector's next batch of fully fledged specialist doctors.
It's exciting, I guess, to know that we've finished about 12 years of study.
Standing with pride and honour, family and friends on hand as Charles and Edward join 40 other new general practitioners graduate from medical school, ready and raring to share their expertise across several specialties.
Emergency medicine, obstetrics and gynecology, mental health, dermatology and so forth.
Relief after years of rigorous education and training.
Tiring, but yeah, really rewarded. Certainly relieved that we got through all that, and now we can spend our time, working.
Many of the fellows set to call Tasmania home.
Most of them are already working here, embedded in communities, embedded in practices, and are here for the long term.
The boost to the workforce, no doubt a sigh of relief for the state's health sector, with around 106 GPs per 100,000 people across Tasmania, well below the national average of 119.
Depleted GP workforce around the state, but we're hopeful with all these new ones graduating and more coming to the program that over the next 10 years we'll see more and more GPs where they need to be around the state.
Rebecca Gaydaneris at 7 Tasmania News.
A national female-driven program is hoping to see a surge of Tasmanian women take on a political career. Inspired by past senators, the program hopes to break down systemic barriers that women face when entering the field.
When Christine Milne entered Tasmanian Parliament in 1989, raising a family, children and the challenges of being away from home were taboo subjects.
It was very much a case, well, if you don't like it, get back to the kitchen.
Despite some positive change, women still remain underrepresented across all levels of Australian governments and councils. The Pathways to Politics program hoping to remove gender-based barriers and inspire women to take up more space in Parliament House.
We still don't have the diversity amongst the women in the Parliament.
A lot of my cohort have spoken of imposter syndrome, and it's really important to remember that women we deserve a seat at the table.
That means giving women of all ages with various life experiences and challenges a voice.
Older women in particular probably didn't have the opportunity to do what we're doing today, but I think we've opened the door.
Presenting stump speeches amongst the skills taught in workshops, classes and through mentoring. 50 alumni women elected into local, state and federal levels of government so far nationwide, with 60 more expected to run in various elections this year.
It gives people a chance to think, well, why would I do it and which level of government would actually suit the issues that I'm passionate about?
Ruby Cairns, 7 Tasmania News.
Taroona Football Club members had a special moment on the field playing a soccer game alongside one of Australia's leading stars, Alex Chidiac. The Matilda's midfielder says she has seen a boost in participation numbers following their historic World Cup performance.
It's just mainly about spreading the message of just having fun with football. That's what I've been doing my whole career, and it's great to see so many people out here. And yeah, hopefully we can continue to grow the game in Tassie.
She's also encouraging any future potential soccer stars to give the sport a go. They made Tasmania proud in Paris, and today they returned home to share their joy and experiences with their loyal supporters. Olympians and Paralympians united for a homecoming in Launceston, where they encouraged others to chase their dreams.
Welcome home, our Olympians and Paralympians.
They all had two things in common. They represented Australia at the Olympics in Paris, and they all came from Tasmania. Five-time Olympian and Paris flag bearer Eddie Ockenden, bronze medalist Max Giuliani, along with Olympians Sarah Hall and Jacob Despard, and Paralympian Elle Viney soaked up the atmosphere.
I just love Tassie so much, and to be able to come back and be able to hopefully inspire the next generations of kids is just amazing, and any excuse I get to come back here I jump at.
Max Giuliani picked up a bronze in swimming, but the 21-year-old revealed he's not done yet.
with what I've learned, I can implement that and hopefully come away with a much better result in the coming few years.
From Launceston's own Paralympian, Elvini, who has her sights set on LA, words of encouragement for the next generation.
This is your time. If you've been waiting for someone to tell you, here we are. We're telling you this is what you can do.
For hockey player Eddie Ockenden, the honour of carrying the flag for Australia, a memory he'll cherish forever.
The actual event of the opening ceremony, I tried to really enjoy that and I was able to do that, so it felt really good.
Melinda Ogden, 7 Tasmania News.
North Launceston has claimed premiership victory in the last Tasmanian State League Grand Final, completing an undefeated season. Lauderdale's players put up a good fight, but it wasn't enough to claim the final flag.
The sound of victory. This year's Tasmanian State League premiers decided. The final siren signalling the end of an era for Tasmanian football, unleashing the celebrations.
We worked hard for it all year and we got the result, so yeah, super proud.
A battle of the Bombers between North Launceston and Lauderdale, one of the competition's fiercest rivalries, reignited at UTAS Stadium. But it was North Launceston who claimed redemption after falling short in last year's decider.
They've set themselves a goal and they're able to do that today.
They came out strong, kicking 5 goals in the first term, gaining the lead by quarter time.
It's a beautiful kick from Leary, it never looked like missing. And there goes the siren, so they claim the lead right on the stroke of quarter time.
And they continued ramping up pressure into the second term, Brandon Leary making a statement booting another goal only minutes after the bounce.
Leary skips in on goal. He leans back and launches. It's coming back beautifully. Brandon Leary, he has another. He started this one red hot.
Extending North Launceston's lead by 11 points and keeping Lauderdale goalless for much of the second quarter. But a last-minute fight in the fourth term saw Lauderdale hungry for the flag.
2 in a row here for Lauderdale, and they cut the margin back to 28. Bryce Walsh is trying to lift the charges. They've got 2 goals in 30 seconds. They're back within 28.
But it wasn't enough to stop the champs in the pursuit of the last premiership title.
Out in front of Leary, and Leary can go back and try and toe through number 7. He does it!
2 points and securing the silverware. Drawing the curtain on the last ever TSL season. Rebecca Gaidaneris, 7 Tasmania News.
Devonport has been crowned this year's Northwest Football League premiers. The Magpies had to work hard for it, down by 16 points at half-time against the Wynyard Cats. They also didn't score a goal in the first term, but a third quarter effort cut down the deficit to eventually win by 10 points.
Good evening. 14 was the top across Hobart, Launceston and Devonport today, 15 in Burnie. 16 was the state's top in St Helens and Friendly Beaches, Flinders Island 14 and 13 in Smithton. Low cloud covered most of the state today with a few showers, mostly across the west and south. Further out, thunderstorms are seen near Darwin and parts of southeastern Queensland. Tomorrow a trough sits over northern WA and another over Tasmania. Westerly winds tomorrow 20 to 30 knots, reaching 40 knots about the south. Swells up to 7 metres in the west and south and up to 3 metres in the north. A gale warning is current for the southwest lakes, Bank Strait, Franklin Sound, southeast coast and west coast, and a strong wind warning for remaining areas. A minor flood warning is also current for the River Derwent as well. Tomorrow's forecast now windy with a shower or 2 in Hobart, Richmond showers and ooze 14 with showers easing. In the north, Launceston 17 with a shower or 2, more showers across Devonport and Deloraine. Burnie tomorrow a shower or 2, rain in Strawn 15 with showers easing in Curry. St Helens and Swansea partly cloudy and Whitemark windy with showers easing. Looking ahead to the 3-day forecast now. Monday, showers about the west and north extending statewide in the evening. Tuesday, fine with showers developing in the west and north during the day. And Wednesday, showers about the west and north extending statewide in the evening. Capital cities, 25 and sunny in Perth tomorrow. Adelaide, showers easing and 19 and cloudy in Melbourne. And currently Hobart 9 and mostly cloudy and partly cloudy and 9 degrees across Launceston and Devonport. That's all in weather, Lou.
And that's all your news for now. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back at the normal time of 6 o'clock tomorrow. We'll see you then. Good night.